Good morning, everybody. Thought I would take you along for our day today. Yeah, I guess that's what it is. It's only 10:30 and we're going to be headed to the mall, West Edmonton Mall. Jason is going with a friend to the water park there, and Abigail and I have to do some back to school shopping. So it should be interesting. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it before. If you've been around for a while, you know I'm not a big shopper. I do like going to look at books and I guess home decor and stuff, but I'm not a big clothes shopper. Obviously this shirt, you guys, if you've been around for a while, you've seen this shirt. You've seen this shirt a lot. It's been around for a really long time. So yeah, I have to go and do that. And it's pretty busy in that mall. Right now, everybody's on summer holidays. We don't go back to school until September 5th, I think. We don't get out of school until the end of June though. We have July, August off here. And yeah, so I think some new clothes are in order. Plus, I also need some, of all things, I need some just plain black socks of all the things. All of my socks, since I work in a preschool, have designs in them, on them. Any guesses to what my socks look like today? I was looking to see if maybe I didn't have a design on it, but I think I have like one pair of light pink socks. And these aren't them. They are light pink, but hold on. Can you even see it? I don't know how to flip the camera around when I'm already filming. It's my phone, but it's probably something super simple. They're little French ducks. I'm guessing it's a little beret and a striped, yeah, they're little ducks. So I like having fun socks, but sometimes there is an outfit that the fun socks just don't work with. I do it anyways. I think this is how it's going today. I just look like I'm fun all the time, even when I'm wearing dress clothes. So some plain socks is on the agenda. It sounds exciting for all of you. I'm not going to go into all of the shopping part, but I will give you a taste of the mall, just in case you've never been to it. It's pretty big. It's a big mall. I mean, there's bigger, but not in Edmonton. So we have that on the agenda today. I had a subscriber. We actually did a pick at her place, and she gave me 2 recipes to try out. And I was thinking about maybe doing, I'll put it here. My email is archboldvlogs@outlook.com. So, and I'll also put it in the description down below. If you email me your tried and true recipes, I'll try to feature them on I have to pick through them, because if I get a whole whack of them, I'm only thinking about doing maybe an episode, maybe one every 2 episodes. But she said, then I can share them with you, and then we can add it to our recipe toolbox, and then all of us can have another recipe that's already been tried and the family loves it. But only send me recipes that you want to be shared, because I don't want to keep it a secret. I want to share it. So the lady's name is Heather, and she gave me a recipe for, there's Nanaimo. It wasn't Nanaimo. It was butter tarts. So instead of butter tarts, it was like butter tart squares, and also lemon squares, or lemon bars, I believe. So I think we're going to do the butter tart squares. So I got to get the ingredients for that, and I think that'll be the first one that I end up doing for this series. Another thing, if you have sent me a recipe in the past and somehow it got lost in all of the mail, or you sent it to Alexander through Curiosity, resend it. If you don't mind, even if you just take a picture of it and send the picture of it instead of writing it all out, I'd really appreciate it. And then hopefully, let me know if you want your name mentioned or not. And also if you have a channel, let me know, and then I can shout you out as well. And then we can all take a look at what you guys have been up to. Anyways, I got to get on. I'm just doing a tidy up before we go, because it is 10:30. Oh, it's past 10:30 now. But I am working on our bedding today. That's happening. I just wanted to do the sheets and all of the covers and everything, get it nice and clean. Usually I do that on Saturdays, but I'm not sure what we were doing on Saturday, but I know for sure it wasn't doing bedding. I'm not sure how I missed it. So that's happening. And then we should be off. I think that's all I have to do. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this is a fun vlog. Hopefully I'm not just sitting here for over 5 minutes yakking. Let's see what we can get up to. All right, we made it to the mall. Hopefully, I don't have a lot of music that I have to try to cut out, but I'll show you. We're at the water park right now, so I'll show you what it looks like. I was going to say home from the mall, but then we left again because I ran into Alexander at home, and I still have Abigail with me.
You didn't actually run into me. She did run into my car once, and it knocked the headlight out like an eyeball in its socket.
I don't know if you guys have heard this story before, but the school phoned me and said that either Steven or Jason was in the office sick.
Oh, I see. It's a child emergency.
It was a child emergency.
The reason you hit my car.
This is the truth.
This is to save the
So
children.
I jumped in the car, and that's back when I had the van. I jumped in the van and I backed up without looking to see if, why would somebody park directly
What
behind
if
my
there was
van?
a child drawing on the sidewalk?
Well, there wasn't. It was, what was the car?
It was a Saab 900. Not exactly easy to get parts for.
So I backed into it. At least there wasn't a lot of distance, so it couldn't create too much damage, but I for sure felt it dent in and then pop back out, like it pushed me off of it again.
Yeah.
And it made the headlight hang out, like it looked like the poor car's eyeball was hanging there. But Alexander was able to just go and push the headlight back in, and there was no damage. But
oh, there was anyway. I'm glad you didn't literally run into me this time.
Anyways, we got home and Alexander said that he wanted to take us for a surprise. Do you want to tell them where we're going?
Well, it's not just any surprise. So one of my favorite drinks, and I think Abigail likes it too, is a chai latte. And I looked up where the best chai latte in Edmonton was, and we are going to go see if it is in fact the best chai latte. So far, the best chai latte I've had was actually in Maui. I don't know what they put in that stuff. Probably macadamia nuts and coconut, and who knows what else. Anyway, probably nothing that's supposed to be in a chai latte, but it was so good. So this will have a lot of work to do to catch up to that one, but we'll see.
Have you guys ever seen Elf, the movie with Will Ferrell? And
the world's greatest coffee.
He goes, she's like, what is this? And he's like, he goes, what does it taste like? She's like, it tastes like a, I'm going to say poopy cup of coffee. He's like, no, it's the world's best coffee, because the sign told him so. So we'll see if it's one of those scenarios or if it's really delicious chai latte.
What? You doubt?
I don't doubt.
But they didn't say they had the best chai. It's that people from our city said they had the best chai.
The people.
That's the difference.
Well,
Well, if we go there and there's a sign saying world's best chai, then maybe we can worry about it.
I'm excited either way. I love chai. So off we go. It's actually kind of rainy here today, so having a nice warm chai sounds exactly perfect. So it is called Remedy. Out of all the things I could have chosen, I chose regular old banana bread because banana bread's delicious.
Okay, let's have a look. It's all cinnamony and such.
Well, it's going to be hard not to doing a duck face when it's hot.
And?
It's good.
Is it hot?
Yes.
Okay. Might let my cool off a little bit.
Fun fact, Alexander cannot handle hot drinks. We call it burning his beak. So usually we'll put an ice cube or something in there or leave it go for a while. It actually is pretty hot. I now have sandpaper tongue. If you know, you know.
Look, a while back, the children.
That's what I turn on the camera and that's the first thing you say.
There was just that was like a daycare with no leader. So I said a wild pack of children.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
It was good. I won't know if it's the best. I still think I like the one in Maui better though.
Yeah, it was kind of like, Abigail, what did you think?
I liked it.
It was good. It was definitely one of the better chais I've had.
It tasted like if you've had an authentic chai, then it was more like an actual chai, like it's supposed to be, not like a tea bag. So that was good. I wouldn't say it was the best chai that I've ever had, but I would say
it had real spices in it.
I would say it was an actual chai and it was delicious. It was really good. I would say it's up there, top 10 for sure, maybe even top 5. But I have a lot of friends that make actual chai, so I think I've been spoiled. But that was an authentic chai. I would go back. Did you give me a thumbs up and then I missed it? So I'm going to show you guys quickly what I got from the mall, which is all over the place, but I just got home. I got these pants. I've never had brown pants, I don't think, from RW and Company. That's, I think that it's only Canadian, isn't it? I don't know. And then we stopped at Bath and, what is it called? Bath and Body Works. So I don't usually go into Bath Body Works because the scents will for sure make me not feel good. But I ended up getting the marshmallow fireside candle, just a small one. Usually if I have it burning and as soon as I can smell it from the front door, if I blow it out, I'm okay. If I leave it on for too long, well. And then I also got the Harvest pomegranate. I like that it was simple, it was white. I don't know. Well, hopefully that doesn't be a regret purchase. It smells good right now, but all right. I was looking and I do have all of the ingredients for the butter tart bars. The only thing I don't have, it calls for a ½ cup of chopped walnuts, and I don't have that, but I think it'll be fine without the walnuts. If Heather ends up seeing this and yeah, she might be like, no, walnuts are a must for the taste. But yeah, I like to follow the recipe completely on my first time through and then change it up if I want to at that point, but I still want to make this today. I don't want to go to the store. It's already 3:43 and I have supper still. I'm also trying to make a blackened chicken recipe, blackened Cajun chicken, and I think I have most of the ingredients for that, but I'm trying to figure out how to make the chicken from Cactus Club, their blackened Cajun chicken. It is so good. They have some kind of a garlic butter that melts on top of it. So incredibly delicious. I'd like to learn how to make that one, but I'm just gonna keep experimenting and trying and see what we get. Hopefully it's good. It might be interesting. Either way, it'll be supper. All right, I don't know, why am I aiming at the ceiling? Apparently I think I'm much taller than I am. So I looked up a Cajun blackened chicken recipe and I was looking at the spices and then I saw that I have a Clubhouse blend. It's just a Cajun seasoning. I might add a little bit more garlic, we'll see, but I think I'm just gonna try this for the first go. I always feel like it's cheating, but at the same time, somebody came up with it, so we'll see how it works. I'm just gonna do a simple supper. I mean, in the instructions for the recipe, it said to pat the chicken dry like normal, and then you add some type of neutral oil. I have olive oil, so I'm gonna use that. Coat it with the Cajun seasoning, and then you cook it on a very high heat so that until it's cooked through and it's so brown that it's almost black. So we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna serve it with rice and I think maybe creamy dill carrots, and yeah, I think that should be good. Might have lettuce in the fridge. I'll see what's in there. You know how it goes. Oh, I have cottage cheese. It's like Abigail's favorite. Actually, I think everybody's favorite. They love it, and it's crazy expensive right now. I could go on forever about all of that, but I did get one of those, so I don't want that going to waste. So I think we'll grab some green onions from the garden. Yeah, and that'll be supper. While I got the chicken prepped, I cut them in half. I mean, not that way. What's it called? Horizontally, like a book. Like when you're, today, you guys, I don't even have a migraine. Can't remember what it's called. Butterflying, I think. I can't remember, but I cut it all the way through because it was quite thick, the breast pieces. So I ended up, they're over there. Got like the weird combination of stuff on the other side, but yeah, I'm letting it sit at room temperature. I might put a piece of, I always call it saran wrap, but you know, cling film. The dog thinks he wants to go outside. Alexander went to go and pick up Jason from the water park with Abigail and Steven. Abigail saw a book that she really wanted from Indigo, so I think they went back to go get it. I thought it was cheaper on Amazon, but I didn't check. It was, but it was like $5 cheaper. But $5 is $5. But it wasn't available until mid to end September, I believe. So for $5, she wanted it earlier. So that's happening. But it's raining here. Tomorrow is Jason's driving test, and I'm really hoping he does well. I think he will, but it's supposed to be storming tomorrow. So of course we booked a day that ended up being storming, but you never know. I don't know if it's the same where you are, but the weather very quickly changes here, and very rarely I shouldn't say very rarely are they accurate, because it'll say 40% of the forecasted area. So if it doesn't rain when it says it's going to, I mean, maybe I was part of the other 60%. There's that. But even as we're talking, it's starting to lighten up. So I'm not a fan of driving in really heavy rain. I don't think any of us are. If you are, you must be a calm human or really like to have that feeling of excitement. But yesterday when I was driving home from my mom's, she lives out of town a ways, it was pretty calm. I saw a storm rolling in and I had to book it. We were supposed to stay for supper. I'm like, it's a bit of a hike. I think we're gonna go. And we left and it was raining a bit on the highway, but it waited until we were close to home and then it poured. Alexander actually texted me right when I pulled in the garage, but it was thundering at the same time as me pulling into the garage. So he texted me and he said, it's raining really hard here. And I phoned him and I said, I know, I'm here. It was pretty bad. I was white knuckling it for sure. It was like the part of the highway that finally went back up to speed, and I couldn't even do the speed because it was pouring so hard. You couldn't see very well, so you should slow down. And I'm sure hydroplaning would have happened. I don't know what word I was going to say, but the dog is barking to go outside. He's making eye contact with me like, all right, you guys can witness this with me. Watch what he does. Oh, now he's just laying here. What? And he's pretending not to listen. Oh my goodness. Okay, do you want to go outside? Oh, maybe he doesn't want to go outside. He's not making eye contact. He's like, no, I will not be on your video. Those are my shoes. I don't think you can even really see it. You can hear it more than see it. Oh, it looks really green. That's nice. Those flowers needed some more watering. all of the little spots that were not filling in are starting to finally have some grass growing. Even the grass that Alexander just planted, it's all coming in. This last year was dirt, so I mean, some of it's clover, but for the most part, it's pretty good. I don't know if I did a garden update in a while. Well, it looks worse out the front. It's funny how on camera it looks so completely different. I mean, you get the gist than in real life. Same with colors and stuff like that, but it still it feels beautiful even though the sky is overcast and it's raining, but let me show you. Weeds are still a problem. They're loving all this rain. But these baskets are doing really well. By this point, usually I've killed them off. So I put one here. This one's doing really well. I deadheaded it and soaked it. So these were from seeds, these little pansies. I put another basket over here because there wasn't much for flowers here until those bloomed. And then those are getting ready to bloom. I can't remember what they're called. I would go out farther, but it's raining. Still sounds beautiful, but it looks like that. It seems sunnier on camera. It doesn't actually look like it's raining so hard. But anyways, here I am. I'm blabbing on again. Let's get the chicken done, and hopefully I don't run out of time to do the butter tart squares. I'm trying to make sure that I have a video out every Wednesday because I need to get more consistent in doing the videos. I have filmed so many videos and then just never did anything with them. I just have videos upon videos sitting on my computer, like over a year's worth, at least a year's worth. It was hard. Like, I think it's very easy to procrastinate because of perfection. I know I said I was gonna stop talking. It never happens, you guys. It just, once this starts going, it doesn't stop. But I mean, there were some times where you're having a great day. There's other times when it's a hard day. Like when I lost my dad, there are a lot of teary vlogs on that one. When we ended up selling our house and getting it ready to sell and all of that, I vlogged that too, which I never put out. But there were very happy times. And then there were really sad times because you're saying goodbye to something that was a part of your life. And it's hard to not attach memories to a thing. And I had to remember that I get to take those memories with me. And I don't need to have that house and that yard and that neighborhood to keep those memories with me. So, but it's hard. It's still a loss. And it's nice that our house, even though it has higher ceilings and everything, it's set up like my old house. And it still reminds me of home. Like this felt like home very fast because it's very similar to our other house setup. Chewy, where do you think I need to be right now? Chewy's hair, his hair over his eyes was really long, so I trimmed it for him so that he could see. But you know when you see a dog or any animal and you know that the owners gave them a haircut and you're like, ooh, why'd you do that to your poor animal? Well, now it's me. So just realized I still have my rings off. I took them off because I was cutting chicken and I didn't want to have chicken all over my hands. So I can't remember which one of you sent me this, but I love it. Hold on, let me show you. It was a while back. It was a little bunny. It's very well, the little thing's starting to get the plating come off, but my rings I keep on here. Sometimes if I'm washing the dishes and stuff, I take off my bracelets so it doesn't get everywhere. I have a strange amount of stuff on my windowsill. I guess this is becoming a show and tell again. I'm trying to save this for Christmas cactus. Stephen gave me this for my birthday. I do have to replant it because it is just in its same little pot. Okay, and then over here I have a plant that I was trying to save of Abigail's, but I don't know, those two little leaves are still okay. And this one is doing better. It was like all brown and I thought it was a goner. I can't remember where I got this. It's not shining at all now, but I got these from different picks. I don't know if you guys have seen, I got plants all over the place, but there are all those little animals. I ended up keeping one. It was out of one of our house clothes, a tiny little mouse, because why not? Of course, amethyst, I have an obsession. And this pin, I loved this pin because of course of the birds. That ring was tight getting on. That's the first time I've ever had trouble getting my ring on. I must have had something salty or something. Do you guys forget that? Like sometimes your hands will swell, or usually it's ankles and stuff like that. But yeah, for me, I don't think I had anything salty. I had a chai tea. Pretty sure I'm good. Yeah, weird. Anyways, my knuckle did not enjoy that. It made it on. Okay, I'm gonna get this on. So how I like to, it said to cook it on a really hot pan, but how I usually cook chicken is in a hot oven. I do a hot oven, but I cook it in butter. So sometimes I'll add a little bit of olive oil, but there's olive oil on that chicken already. So I put butter in the bottom, melted butter, and then I put the chicken in it. Usually I'll rotate it in it so it has a covering of butter. And then this time I'm gonna add some cloves of garlic in there as well, because it'll flavor the butter and it flavors the chicken. And it cooks really fast. I have to remember that I've cut these horizontally in half, so the cooking time will be even less. And it makes the moistest, delicious chicken of all time. Generally, you want to brine it first between like, it's a very short brine. It's like half an hour to me. I mean, I usually aim for like 20 minutes. I love to go for like a regular brine, because I've brined turkey before. Don't do that. Whew, it was so salty. It didn't matter how much I washed that chicken. It was all salt. So it was like 20, 30 minutes, I guess, brining it and then making sure to pat it, washing it, patting it dry, and then baking it in butter, rubbing whatever spices you want all over it first. Delicious. But yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Shove it in the oven. I'm gonna make some rice. What did I say? Oh, I've told you guys this already. Carrots. Yeah, I gotta start prepping everything because Jason's out right now because they were there until 6. Usually we have supper at 5:30. I'm that person that has a scheduled supper. I've seen so many people that are like, nah, that's impossible during summer, but I mean, we have a pretty scheduled, I aim between 5:30 and 6. That's when we eat. That's supper. There is no later. That's when we eat supper. But I know a lot of people, it's really raining. A lot of people eat it much later. I can't even imagine, because I would still be digesting my food when I was in time for bed. So, yep. And plus I just didn't do it. So I can't imagine doing it because it's not part of my routine. All right, it is 8:38 and it's become too late to make the squares or bars. I can't remember what it's called. So it looks like I'm going to have to make the bars at some point tomorrow, edit this, and still try to get it out. Good morning, welcome to a new day. I thought I would start vlogging right when the spinner started on the washing machine. It looks like I'm going to be taking Jason to go get his license. I need to drop off something at one of my students from last year's house. And what else do I need? Oh yeah, a cup of walnuts. So that is our mission today. I also saw, I ordered myself a new Apple Watch, and it looks like it is in. So my old one was not good. I wasn't planning to get another one, but the functions and everything on that watch are pretty good, especially for me, because I'm teaching. It's super handy to, if somebody's sending me a text or anything like that, I don't have my phone on me when I'm with the kids, because you're sitting, kneeling, and you'd constantly be losing your phone. So I missed that. So even though I wasn't planning on getting another one, I got another one. There's a fly. Can you guys see the fly? I'm gonna go take care of it, put it outside. Maybe it'll follow me. Wasn't a fly, it was a mosquito. And do you know how I got it? It landed on my forehead. Why on the face? I mean, the side of the hand is pretty bad. Knuckles are bad, you know, but and it's not like I'm not gonna itch it. I would itch it until it was like a little twin growing off of me. Oh, descriptions are not my thing. So we're back home and I'm starting to do the bars. I did get some of it prepped. Usually excuse me. Usually I don't do that. I prep it with you, but I mean, this vlog's already getting long and I want you guys to be able to make this with me. So let me show you. I only did the base layer so far. Not really. Hold on, I'll show you. Okay, this is the recipe. Just in case for some reason I forget to add it, you can screenshot it. This is the base layer. It's just a half a cup of butter. What was it? A third of a cup of packed brown sugar, and then 1 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour. And it says to crumble it. Oh, crumble butter, sugar, and flour well, yeah. And then press into a 9x9. But I don't have a 9x9, but I do have a 7x11, so I think that should be fine. So I'm gonna do this, get rid of my walnut wrapper, and then press that in there. So because my butter is still cold, too cold from the fridge, I'm just gonna use a pastry blender and get this chopped up. All right, I wasn't gonna talk it through, but apparently I am. So I whipped the eggs and the brown sugar until it was light and thick. Now I'm adding 3/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. 1. Oh my goodness. 2. Can't even see what I'm doing. You're just gonna have to, I forgot to preheat the oven to 350 to bake the crust. So I gotta put it in for 10 minutes into a 350-degree oven. So I'm gonna get that put in. I pressed it pretty good in there. Oh, it doesn't look so even on the outside. It's fine. It'll be fine. Ooh, that's so warm. Okay, 10 minutes. Okay, we need a 1/4 cup all-purpose flour. It's going in there. A 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Oh, I really didn't get it ready. I'm just gonna use sea salt. Nah, I'm not. That's gonna come out chunky. Just hold on. I have my salt on a bigger grind. You know, I keep the box salt and stuff, like the big packages of salt in here, because for preschool, I make lots of Play-Doh and it's way easier to take out a cup of salt out of this. Okay, so a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 1/2 cups of raisins. Now, I think you don't have to add the raisins. I've never had this recipe before. Maybe you do, but usually for butter tarts, you can get them with or without raisins. I like raisins. I know it's like, I don't have a lot of raisins. I'm hoping there's a 1.5 cups in here. We're gonna be adding all of this. I think I have slightly less, but I mean, it's close. I'm just gonna get those ones in there. Okay, what else did I need? And then 1/2 cup of chopped walnuts. Uno momente. I pre-chopped them. Oh my goodness, okay. That's good. It says, add the remaining ingredients, stir, and spread over the bottom layer. Oh, I did put the timer on. Okay. Then you bake it for 30 minutes until it's almost firm, and then cut into squares. Sounds good. Real life is most definitely my vlog. I think I might have overcooked it. I put the timer on for 30 minutes, but it said until just, either 30 minutes or just until set. It smells a little bit like a combination between cooked marshmallow and egg. I mean, there's egg in it, but I'll show you. It looks good, but it's like, it's not just set, it's like crispy on the top. So we'll wait for this to cool and give it a taste test. All right, Melissa from the editing future. So I should have stopped at this point. I end up putting it back into the oven because when I cut into it, it's all runny. And the trick is that you have to let it cool off because then it kind of jams up, and a butter tart is kind of a jammy filling. So it actually is super delicious even though I overcooked it. Not only did I overcook it, I then put it in for extra time because I thought it was too runny. I just apparently wasn't thinking. It's super good. You want to make sure to check it. I would have checked it probably at the 25-minute mark just to check. Even though it was pretty hard on the top, I think it would have been completely fine because it's jammy in the middle and then it has kind of like a cookie shortbread kind of crust. I mean, bottom layer, I keep calling it crust. Super good, I do recommend it. That was last night. I've been trying all day to get this vlog out, you guys. And we've been eating it today, super good. I really recommend it highly. Just don't do what I did and it should be fine. It should be fine. Okay, back to the vlog. On the recipe note as well. Don't forget to send me your recipes if you get a chance. Not just dessert recipes, like meal recipes, as long as it's not seafood, because I can't handle seafood. I am a big baby. But meal recipes, dessert recipes, probably more. We don't generally have very much dessert, so hopefully it's not a bunch of dessert recipes. Not saying I never eat dessert because this is happening. I mean, I'm looking forward to it, even though I might have burnt it. I have a feeling that top's gonna be chewy. It's fine. I'll try really hard not to butcher your recipe. So, there's that. I'm just jumping in because something happened to the last little bit where I was trying to say goodbye in the last vlog. So, I'm jumping in today. Thank you all so very much. I appreciate every single one of you. Make sure if you get a chance, try those bars. They are so good. I'll put the recipe down in the description below. Don't forget to send, this is going in. I can be coughing the whole time I'm using this. Don't forget to send your recipes to archboldvlogs@outlook.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next vlog. Bye everyone.